Hello guys and welcome to the first YouTube video on this channel. My name is Felix, I'm a full-time futures trader and I want to share my trade recaps with you. So on this channel I will mainly post trade recaps. I will not do any explanation videos of fair value gaps or the concepts I'm using because I think there are more than enough videos out there which are explaining different concepts. Most people have a lack of understanding how to apply all these concepts together to get a good and profitable trading strategy. So I will just focus on trade recaps here. So yeah, I would say let's start with the first trade recap. If you like the videos, of course, like them, share them and subscribe to the channel. I took a NQ short this morning, which made me over $3,800 of profits. I'm not just focusing on the New York session because I think once you understand the price action, you can trade every session. You can trade London session, Asia session, and of course New York session, which has the most probability or the highest probability of getting nice setups. But of course, I also like to trade London session because I can trade it in the morning and then I'm done for the day. New York session is always at 5:30 in the time zone where I'm living. So yeah, I'm also trading London session sometimes. What I saw this morning, we are starting with the daily time frame. We have disrespected this daily fair value gap yesterday. We see we have a pretty bullish close. When we are going lower to the 4-hour, we are seeing that we are currently respecting this 4-hour fair value gap, which is a possibility that price goes higher, of course. When we are going down the 1-hour time frame, we see that we are disrespected this bullish fair value gap and that we started respecting this bearish fair value gap. So in my opinion, we had a possibility to grab this low here and getting into this fair value gap. That's why I was focusing on short positions this morning. When we're going lower to the M30 time frame, we see that we already swept the Asia low. And if I'm opening the ES chart, we are seeing that at this time, we didn't swept the Asia low because this is the same candle on the S&P 500. And we see that we are a bit higher. So the Nasdaq is the weaker pair. So I'm looking for shorts only on the Nasdaq. If I want to go long, I will go long in the S&P 500 because it's the stronger asset at this time. And if I want to take short positions, I will just short the weaker asset. So in this case, the Nasdaq. I'm going down further. We saw that we are respecting this bearish fair value gap. And we just have resting liquidity here at this low and at this low. So I was just focusing on Nasdaq shorts. And I started looking at the charts at 3 a.m. New York time. We see that we have a beautiful M1 fair value gap here. And of course, we also have a M1 fair value gap here, which could lead to higher prices. But we see that price is strongly going down. So I was looking for an entry here. We see that we got a break of structure. So my first entry was here. And I was targeting, of course, this low. So this would have been a nice 10-hour trade, but I go a bit further and we're seeing we're just dumping. We don't get an entry. Then the price got into this fair value gap. We're respecting it, and we see that we are going down again. So my entry or my limit order switched from this breaker structure to this one, and of course I put my take profit on this point. So we're just getting 5.5R, which is still a really good trade. And of course, this was the reason to get the entry at this point. But we see we are just dumping. We don't get an entry. We have a new, or we created a new fair value gap here. And we are respecting this one. And we get another break of structure here. So I was switching my entry to this point. Limit order on the body of this bullish candle. Stop loss above this candle. And we see we're going down. And with the next candle, our sell limit got triggered and we are in the position. Now I want that price hits this low, because then I will move my stop loss to break even and I will remove all my risk. We're seeing what will happen. Price will dump. So now I moved my stop loss from here to my entry price. So no risk at all. And I moved my take profit to this point. So beautiful 6.7R. And we see that price is dumping, but I closed earlier. Why? Because the S&P 500 already hit our target way earlier. So this the S&P 500 got weaker, and let's see where we hit it. We hit the fair value gap at 3:10 a.m. And yeah, I closed it a bit earlier. I realized it a bit late that we already tapped into the fair value gap, and I think I closed it at 2.45R. So at this point, yeah, exactly here when we built this bearish fair value gap, I just closed the position because the possibility of getting a retracement and going higher was extremely high, because it was possible that we get a reaction from this fair value gap. And at that moment, the Nasdaq was the stronger pair because it didn't took out this low. Yeah, that's why I closed the position a bit earlier, and we see that it was the better decision, because we just would have hit our break-even point or our stop loss if we would have not adjusted our stop loss before. So yeah, with this little simple and easy trade, I made about 3.8K today. And that's all for today. I will not take another trade today. My risk management says 1 win a day or 2 losses, and then I'm done. And this was already a beautiful win. So yeah, I hope you learned something from this trade recap. Sorry for my English, it's not the best, but I will try to improve it. And yes, I hope you learned something. I would be happy if you leave a like, comment and a subscription. And I would say we see each other in the next video.